Holistic Flow. I am your girl, Lolo. This is another impromptu video off the cuff. Did not plan on posting today, but I have a special message for somebody that needs to hear the content that will be in this video. There's a lot of things about racing thoughts and overwhelming thoughts, right? So you may have really intense thoughts, possibly from trauma from childhood or possibly from things that are happening right now in your life. The thoughts in our head can get really messy, right? They can feel like they're clouding our mind a lot, and they can be overwhelming, and it seems like they're overbearing. And in this video, I want to talk about how to diminish the effects of overwhelming thoughts. I believe in the power that we have to direct our thoughts. I don't like the word control when people say, how do I control my thoughts? Because control to me signifies some type of force, some type of suppression. So when I think of controlling my thoughts, I think of suppressing my thoughts, as in pushing them to the back of my mind so that I won't have to think about them. And I know that's probably not what most people think of when they think, oh, I want to control my thoughts. However, we really have to be mindful of our word choices, because control means control, like containment, and control has some force connotation to it, so I don't like to use the word control. And I advise against saying that you want to control your thoughts, but rather that you want to be mindful of your thoughts and be more aware and conscious of them in order to redirect them to where you want them to go. So overwhelming thoughts happen because we judge our thoughts. Basically what that means is that we have a thought, right? We have a thought about something specific. Say that you have a thought about, I don't know, stealing somebody else's mail. And you really want to steal somebody else's mail today because that's what you want to do. We're human beings. We want to do things that don't make sense, things that are dumb, and things that are morally wrong. So say you want to steal somebody's mail and you're really thinking about it, and you're really tempted to do it. But you know that that thought is not right. It's not morally correct. So you then judge that thought by saying that thought is wrong. And because that thought is in my head, I'm wrong for thinking that. And then we say, because I'm wrong for thinking that, I'm a bad person. That's exactly what we say to ourselves. We may not say that in that exact words. However, the process that we go through is, with overwhelming thoughts, is we have a thought. We either judge it as good or bad, and if it's bad, we judge ourselves and we reflect our thoughts upon ourselves for having that thought. So therefore, we begin to judge ourselves as good or bad when really we judged the thought as good or bad. We're associating ourselves and our character with the thought that we are having and how we associate that thought. I hope what I'm making sense. I hope what I'm saying is making sense. The main thing is that we associate ourselves with our thoughts. We think that because our thoughts are bad, because our thoughts are wrong, that we're wrong and that we're bad. As human beings, it is a natural thing to associate ourselves with our words, thoughts, and actions, because our thoughts and actions are often what makes up our character, our personality, the things that we like to do, the people that we like to hang out with. All of those things are dictated by our thoughts, feelings, and actions. And all of those things make up the energy that surrounds us. So we associate ourselves with those things. If you did not know, I am a certified meditation instructor. I love to meditate. I do it every single day, at least once a day, but mostly twice a day. And through meditating every single day, it's helped me realize the layers in thoughts and emotions. Thought and emotion isn't simply the thought or the emotion. There's a reason behind the thought or emotion, and there are layers behind emotions, especially emotions, whether they're negative or positive. Emotions and thoughts do not make us who we are. They are simply things in our mind. And this might test somebody's theology, but this could be the make or break to how overwhelming your thoughts are based upon how you view your thoughts. And I'll say that again. What did I say? I just lost my train of thought, dag. But we are not our thoughts. Okay, I know what I said. Our thoughts and emotions are not us. They're not even an extension of us. So let me go ahead and explain. When we associate ourselves with our thoughts and emotions, it's not accurate. And here's why. Think of everything that affects our thoughts and emotions, influences our thoughts and emotions. The people that we hang out, the people that we hang out with influence our thoughts and emotions. The things that we learn during our childhood influence our thoughts and emotions. The things that we watch on TV, on Netflix, on Hulu, on whatever you got, those things affect our thoughts and emotions. And those are really big things that affect them because they go through our eyes, which is one of the most sensitive parts of our body. The music we listen to, that goes through our ears. And music is energy. Music is vibration. Think of all of these things, and there are so many more things that affect our thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Our thoughts soon become words that we speak, and then once we speak those words over and over and over, they become our actions. And then our actions, when we perform those over and over and over, they become the way that we live our life. However, it's time to disassociate who we are as a person, as a character, with the thoughts that we're having. And it is because probably 90% of the thoughts that go on in your head did not come from you. They didn't come from you as a person. They didn't come from your character, because they're influenced by so many other things. They're influenced by the other people that you hang out with, the other things that you watch, the things that you listen to. Those are the things that our thoughts are made up of. Because everything that influences your thoughts, when we have overwhelming thoughts and these things, these ideas from the outside world get in, or we kind of like let them into our mind, and they get in there, and then we judge them, good or bad. If they're bad, we want to suppress them, which means push them back to in the back of our mind. But everything that is ever suppressed resurfaces. It comes back up. So that's how overwhelming thoughts happen. They resurface. So they circle around in your mind like this all the time. It comes up in your mind, and then you say it's bad. So you suppress it. It goes to the back of your mind, but it's not gone. So it comes back up. And that's how we have overwhelming thoughts and overthinking and overjudging. But the thing is, we associate our thoughts with ourselves as a person. And that is where the self-sabotage and the shame and the guilt comes from. When we attack our own character because of the thoughts, emotions, and actions that we do. But we are not those things. because those things are influenced by so many other things that sometimes we don't have control over. So again, probably 90% of the thoughts that you have in your head didn't come from you. That is the process of overwhelming thought. And through meditating a lot, again, I said I meditate every single day, mostly 2 times a day. Like throughout the week, I may miss one day of meditating twice a day. And even on that day that I miss twice a day, I still meditate once for 20 minutes. But every single day, I make sure to spend some time with my thoughts and noticing the type of things that I'm thinking and not judging them, not judging my thoughts, not labeling them as good or bad or disgusting or happy or sad, just watching what they do. And if they make me feel some type of way, emotions may come up. But emotions are mental. Emotions don't make up who we are as a person, because we are spiritual. And sometimes we need to separate mental and spiritual, because even though these two things, mental and spiritual, work together to form us, they're two separate things for a reason. Mental is separate from spiritual. Like, we are spiritual, but our mind is mental. Sometimes our mind is irrational. It misjudges things. So sometimes we need to just disassociate those two things. I was able to learn and really see more clearly all the different layers in our emotions, in our thoughts, and how they're separate from our logical thinking mind. So hopefully by explaining this, that, separate your thoughts from you as a person, because you are not your thoughts. Hopefully by explaining this made sense, and this was able to help somebody with overwhelming, traumatic thoughts or emotions. It is okay to detach in this way. It's okay to, because it is healthy for us. That's why this channel is dedicated to a better mind, body, and spirit connection. In order to have a better mind, body, and spirit connection, we have to be able to see those 3 things in their individuality, but also see how they work in tandem with each other. Is that the right word, tandem? I think so. They're individual, and sometimes we have to separate them in order to connect them. That's the paradox of life. We need to separate them in order to connect them. Life is a paradox, and the more that we lean into this paradox of what life is, we'll be able to live it to its most joyous potential. So I hope this was helpful for somebody, and I hope to see you on my next video. This was just like a really, short, sweet one. And until next time, I'm sending peace your way, love your way, and joy to you, your family, and your friends. All right, y'all. Peace.